reject addiction, embrace ambition, and become obsessed with building the life that you want in the year of 2023. If you're new to the channel, my name's Dr. Frank. I'm the founder of AddictionMindset recovery coaching programs, which are dedicated to helping people quit nicotine, THC, energy drinks, and adult media content, substances I once struggled with. To learn more about our free and paid program resources, check out the link in my profile, the links in the video description, or the links in the pinned comment at the end of today's video. I've written out for you guys a list of 10 mindsets that I'm going to use going into the year of 2023 to help further me in my sobriety and my recovery process from quitting smoking weed. I highly recommend grabbing a pen and a piece of paper to write out these mindsets for yourself. I want you guys to use these things as well. My first mindset is rejecting addiction and embracing ambition. It's my firm belief that addiction is the death of ambition. When we become addicted to a drug, whether it's weed, alcohol, nicotine, pornography, all of our ambition gets funneled into supplying our body with that drug. And we start to lose ambition in all the other areas of our life. And as we go deeper and deeper down the rabbit hole of addiction, everything that once brought us joy in life suddenly becomes a very narrowing window. So this is why I believe addiction is the death of ambition. And going into 2023, I'm going to embrace ambition, and I am going to reject addiction or anything else that gets in the way of my ambition to succeed in life. Mantra or mindset number 2, reject consumption and embrace production. People who do well in life are those who produce. They are not those who consume. Whether it's weed, whether it's nicotine, whether it's pornography, whether it's social media content, we are constantly being trained to consume. And in that process, we also may be spending. I decided when I quit smoking weed almost 7 years ago now that I was sick of being a consumer and I wanted to be a producer, because people who do well in life have something to offer. They produce something of value. That's exactly what this YouTube channel has become. So going into 2023, I'm going to reject consumption and I am going to embrace production. Mindset number 3, rejecting mediocrity and embracing excellence. When I was addicted to weed, I was so mediocre in all of my actions. I'd work out sometimes and then I'd stop. And then eventually I couldn't work out because my weed addiction made me so sick. But I would do this and then I would stop. I would almost half-ass every aspect of my life. And my version of half-ass was actually pretty good, even while under the influence. I accomplished a lot more than a lot of people will, even under the influence of drugs, which I'm sure many people watching this video have done the same. But going forward, I want to reject that mediocre, laissez-faire attitude, and I am going to try and perform at a level of excellence in everything I do. Whether it's my coaching, whether it's my chiropractic businesses, whether it's doing a seminar on addiction for a school or for a local business in the area, whatever it is, maybe it's performing excellence in my relationships, I am going to embrace excellence in all of my actions for the year of 2023. Reject indecision and embrace decisiveness. Addiction makes us indecisive. I'm going to quit today. I'm not going to quit today. One more time. Maybe I'll just go to the dispensary. Maybe I won't go to the dispensary. Be decisive in your decisions in the year of 2023, and I promise you're going to have a significant amount more of energy. I don't think people realize how much energy being indecisive in our actions and our decisions wastes. So that's one of my goals to further grow in the year of 2023. When I recognize that I'm being indecisive, I am going to reject that behavior. Reject poorness and embrace richness. And I'm not only talking about finances here, and people get uncomfortable and offended on the channel when I talk about this, but I think it's something we should all be talking about, because if someone didn't talk to me about finances, I never would have developed a mindset capable of achieving some comfortable level of finances. But what I mean by richness is this: richness means plentifulness and abundance. I don't want to be poor in my healthy relationships. I don't want to be poor in my finances. I don't want to be poor in my physical health, in my fitness. I want to have an abundance of physical health. I want to have an abundance of healthy relationships. I want to have an abundance of faith. I don't want to be poor in the things in my life that I am going to embrace and the things in my life that I'm going to pursue. I want to have a rich quality of life across all aspects of my lifestyle. So I am going to reject a poor mentality when it comes to my life in 2023. Reject weakness and embrace strength. There is no way around it. Addiction makes us weak. Addiction robs us of our confidence. Even if you feel like that's not happening, it is. Because when you say you're going to quit and you relapse, it makes you a little bit weaker inside. It damages things. It makes you less confident. So in 2023, I'm making the decision to reject anything that's going to make me weak, whether it's physically, mentally, or emotionally. And I am going to embrace things that make me stronger. Physically, psychologically, this could be strengthening my faith. This could be strengthening my finances. This could be strengthening my relationships. If it's going to make me weaker, I am going to reject that thing. That could be weed, that could be alcohol, that could be nicotine, that could be pornography, that could be a toxic person, that could be a bad business partner. I am going to reject things that make me weak. I'm going to reject temptation, and I'm going to embrace discipline. I'm always tempted not to make another video. I'm tempted not to get out of bed and exercise. I'm tempted to go watch pornography. I'm tempted to go scroll social media for hours on end. I am going to reject temptation and embrace discipline. We are all tempted to do things, whether you're suffering from addiction or not. We all battle with temptation, and it's discipline that overpowers temptation. I don't want to get out of bed today. I just want to lay here for another hour. I am disciplined, so I'm going to get up, I'm going to exercise, and I'm going to perform at a level that I need to perform at today to feel like I've successfully completed something, because I'm embracing ambition, right? And temptation distracts us from ambition. Laziness distracts us from ambition. Discipline, though, discipline is how we overcome that. I'm going to be disciplined in my relationships, disciplined in my finances. Reject boredom and stagnation and embrace growth. It's my opinion that growth is the death of addiction. Addiction keeps us from growing, or at least it keeps us from growing from the potential that we know we are capable of. So I am going to reject boredom. I'm going to reject stagnation, and I'm going to focus on growth. There are a lot of things I need to do today. There are a lot of things I could be doing today. Getting high is not one of them. So anything that stunts my growth, physically, mentally, psychologically, emotionally, faith-based wise, I am going to reject that activity. I am not going to partake in it. I'm not going to accept being bored and stagnant in the year of 2023. Reject low energy people and embrace real high value relationships. Look at the circle of people that are closest to you. How are their energy levels? What type of vibes are they on? What are their wavelengths? Someone said, show me your friends and I will show you your future. I am going to reject people who bring me down. I am going to reject people who don't help move the needle forward in my life. Because if people are sucking you in, people are bringing you down, those are toxic relationships. And I am rejecting those relationships going into the year of 2023. And as a bonus, and hear me out on this one, reject atheism, embrace faith. And I'm not necessarily talking about religion in this regard. Okay, an atheist is defined as someone who does not have faith, someone who does not believe in God. Belief in God is rooted in faith. What I want you to do for the year of 2023 is develop faith. It doesn't have to be faith in a God, it doesn't have to be faith in some other entity. At the very least, start to have a belief in yourself. Start to develop faith in yourself that you are capable of accomplishing more than you did in the year of 2022. Because addiction robs us of our faith. Addiction robs us of that belief that there's something better, that there's something more. Because addiction is all encompassing, it becomes all we see. So there's 11. I even gave you guys a bonus one. 11 mindsets that I hope you wrote down going into the year of 2023 of things that you can embrace and things that you can reject. And if you get to a point where you're noticing something bad, reject it. Identify the thought, identify the behavior. Say, I reject this behavior. I reject this temptation. I reject this consumption. I reject this addiction. And then immediately shift your mindset and go take action on the things in life that you're looking to embrace for the year of 2023. If you need help solidifying this, check out the link in the description or the pinned comment. Book a one-on-one consultation, or at the very least, sign up for some of our free program information. We have a workbook on quitting smoking weed. We have the 11 foundational pillars to sobriety. Get the free content, get the paid content. Do something. Reject stagnation, reject indecision. Do something.